All right, I'm back home and I'm just thinking I already started doing these videos, so why stop now? I am feeling some type of fucking way. Oh my God. All right. Finally made it back home. I'm trying to eat the rest of this shit just so I don't pass out. I'm a little bit discouraged and God. Not that I have anywhere to go, all right? Not that anybody's inviting me, but I feel with all of my learning and all of my studies that if you want a different life, you gotta pretend kind of, but not have faith. Okay, so I do want somebody to invite me to get the fuck out of this state. I want basically my cutie to be like, hey, let's go to Hawaii for a couple weeks. We can walk on the sand, we can eat good food, we can make love, we can smoke, we can just enjoy nature together. Okay, that is what I want to do. And it doesn't have to be Hawaii. I'm open to other places. Honestly, I'd go around the corner to the Metro Park, but for the purpose of me not being able to get an ID. Now, here's the problem, guys. I'm on my third marriage, hopefully moving into what will be my fourth at some point, and I'm just thinking, what a fucking shit show this is. I don't have documentation for this. Now they want to know how I fucking changed my name when I was 18. Well, I kind of just did it. I didn't legally do it. I didn't think there was a thing about it. You know what I mean? So when I married my first husband, they said, okay, you can change your name now. So obviously I took his last name, and I decided to add another middle name in there for me because I always felt like I wanted a cool middle name. So I was Erica Marie. Okay, that's what they named me. And I changed it to Erica Marie Isabel because I think Isabel's a cool name. Anyway, I don't know if I was supposed to not do that, but it was on my social security card. And so I was in there at the DMV and they're like, oh, well, social security cards don't count because they'll let you put anything on there. And I'm like, yeah, they do. So now I'm in a bit of a pickle. In a bit of a pickle. Not quite sure what to do. And it's just really making me do some soul searching here. I'm getting echoes in my brain. Spirit is so heavy right now. These energies, these 8/8 energies want to come through. But because I was in the third dimension, I'm holding on to so much density from where I just was. This is why I don't want to be around the unconscious. It's painful. If you're an empath, you know what I'm saying, right? Okay, but this is threefold of issues coming up for me. Now, in my awakened consciousness, I'm going to look at these from an outside perspective and see where this is an opportunity for clearing. All right? I wrote a few things down about the Lionsgate. So right as the Lionsgate portal opened up, 2-3 in the morning, really heavily on the 7th, but it was the 8th, you know what I mean? Like the 8th, 3 in the morning or so, I did a very heavy, intense clearing of a bunch of like trauma and pain that I've been holding on to. So I got rid of all of that. Yesterday, it was just this delicious, blissful energy. And like, here's the thing, okay? You have to be open to receiving the energy. Things in the third dimensional reality that the government tells you to do basically puts the kibosh on any of this spirituality shit. So, like, you know, if you have to get up and go to work every day, you can't, like, do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you got to get up and deal with kids every morning, you know, you can't focus on your spirituality as much. I've basically I got to the point in my life where, okay, I had to focus on it. So like, if you don't focus on your wellness, you're going to be focusing on your illness type deal. Well, with all this bullshit that has been going on that I'm supposedly co-creating in my life, that's the real kicker. All this shit, when they tell you you're the one calling it in, my God, I have some shit I need to clear, okay? The physical pain of abandonment and yearning for physical touch, I mean, I'd rather not even be here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something I have to keep working at clearing. Now, going into a place like the License Bureau, where I have to be reminded of my poor choices, well, it's a bit of a trigger. So I'm here sharing, and I'm hoping by talking about this, it's going to let me know what I need to do, because I need to clear these triggers. When a trigger comes up, I got to work to clear it, and then I just want to be that flowing channel again. You know what I mean? So this is like kind of something that I wanted to hop on and say is the art or the indulgence of meditation, clearing, letting go, surrender. This is not a one-time thing and you're done. Like, I do this all fucking night, and I try to do it every day before I get out of bed, depending on which kid needs me and how bad, and what time I'm up. You know what I mean? So like, when I get woken up with the sun. And then when I wake up, I'm still tired enough to kind of be in that in-between dreamy phase, so I can actually get out of my physical body and into more of my astral body. I try to do like a good half hour, 45 meditation during that time, and then usually the kids wake up about an hour or so later, and then I got to get up. But like, the thing about going into the fifth dimension, you finally feel at home, you feel loved. Like, this is my personal speaking. I do believe that people who actually have other beings on Earth that do love them and connect, you're not as drawn to do these type of things because you don't have the need for it. Some people come into this earth and they learn to experience source and love through another person. Those of us who have chosen to not get to experience that really have been pulled into spirituality as a means for survival. So the thing about being in the fifth dimension, as I was saying, it really makes you feel like third dimension is not the reality. Like right now, I feel like I'm in a bad dream because I've been spending so much time in the fifth dimension, and I honestly don't even want to come back. Like, that's why I'm making this recording. I'm shaky. I'm hungry. Nobody loves me. Like, this is just it's dense. It smells. You know, when I get out of this and I connect to my fifth dimension, I open up all my chakras and I am no longer here. You may see this meat skeleton. You may see it, but I'm not here. I'm up in the stars where I fucking came from, where I belong, where my love loves me. And this is just going to be like a rude awakening for me. I think I've almost become like a junkie of meditation. And like, I have a blessed life. I do. Like, I am very blessed because I have made decisions because I don't want to be a part of the matrix. You're not going to see me at a 9-to-5 job ever. And if you do, it's not going to last long. There's no fucking way I'd be out the door. There's no fucking way I could stand there out in the public. I was getting dizzy being in that license bureau. Like, I can't do these things anymore. I am so highly sensitive because I've taken off my armor. Which was the whole point of awakening. Okay? You know, when you get to the point where, you know, everybody kind of has, well, I'm going to say everybody because I don't know fucking shit about nobody. I'm just saying, like, when you have that coat of armor, you know what, I want a fucking White Claw. When you have that coat of armor, lime, my favorite. When you have that coat of armor on you, like, on purpose, you know what I mean? Because it protects you from everything out there. Now, you guys, I don't even say it because I don't even want to blame it on, I'm not blaming any one particular person because I obviously created it. So if I'm creating and bringing in and pulling in abusive relationships after nonstop abusive relationships, and I need love here. Babe, can you open my drink? I mean, I shouldn't even have to say it. You see? What? Yes, you may.
We have a baby kitty and he's a boy.
Baby kitty is a boy.
We thought she was a girl. But it's a boy.
I knew from the start he was a boy. I let everybody talk me into thinking he was a girl, but I knew. Never, see, I always should trust my intuition because I know stuff. So what I was talking about was, this is going to be a fucking wake-up call for me. I don't want it to be. I'm going to try to, like, not have to do these things. I'm talking about school starting, you guys. I don't want to go to Walmart and buy school supplies. I don't want to have my kids on a schedule. I don't want to fight with my kids to go to a place that I wouldn't fucking even want to go. I like it better when, everything's just cool, calm, collected, okay? So, yeah, if anybody's wondering, like, the baby's been with his grandma. They have a awesome, fun time, so that's been cool. Like, he's been there for this whole week, so I've been lucky to just be able to just hang out, drink my White Claw, get into my meditations. But, like, I'm just thinking, I'm about to go right back into a meditation. Like, honestly, I'm going to make sure these kids have had a good food and then go take a little nip. But, like, I don't know. It can be, it's like a real commitment. Let's just say that. It's a real commitment to focus on your spirituality, which is awesome, but it's kind of like having a baby, like you can't do shit else. Like, when you have a newborn baby, like you ain't doing shit. You're taking care of the baby. That's about it. You can't do nothing. Getting into spirituality is kind of like, you can't get into tapping into your higher self if you're just sitting there busying yourself with all this fucking bullshit that's expected out of people. Like, I'm not buying into the agenda. I refuse to buy into the agenda. But yet somehow here I am with all these kids and I gotta manage them to be part of the agenda. Shit just doesn't feel so right, but it's like, this is the world we're in. Literally. I prefer the fifth dimension. I think I've already said that about 10 times. Anyways, I did not want to interrupt the sacred energy of the Lion's Gate to go out and do this shit, but I did anyways because, I'm a mom and my kid needed something. So that's what we did. Now I'm back home. It's all good, but like this has been a new trigger. So I wrote down some stuff I've been following every morning when I get up. While I sit at this very table and eat my breakfast and drink my tea, I am listening and streaming different psychics and divine feminines and channelers and astrologers to basically just get guidance so I can, sometimes share, but just sometimes I just need it for myself. Anyways, I wrote down some stuff. The Lionsgate portal. Love is key. Do something you love to keep you in the loop to manifest what you want. And they're saying, just if you find one thing that brings you some joy, keep doing it. So if you have a favorite song maybe, or whatever else bringing you joy, as long as you can remain joyful, you're going to be getting through this portal, and then hopefully your new you is on the other side of this. And I really feel like 2 days ago I had a massive death, and right now I'm kind of going through that rebirth. Like, I'm not all the way yet, because I did wake up this morning peppered with doubt, feelings of rejection, pain of abandonment. And what I realize is I'm bringing it on myself. And that's what I that's my point, is I'm trying to not do that. But it's in me. It's got to be in me, because if it wasn't in me, it wouldn't be in my outside reality. So I look back when I send a text to someone, hey, I really hope we can spend time this weekend. Being cute. Like, when I was sending it, I knew it could go both ways. I knew it could either be, I was hoping for like, yeah. But I got like, don't annoy me, I'm busy. Okay, so then I really got to think, all right, you know what? Maybe there's feelings inside of me that I'm just not good enough. So that's reflecting back to me in my interactions. And then I did realize, you know what? When I sent that text, I did have it in the back of my head. Oh, there's no way he's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't in full belief and trust that I was worthy of being spent time with. And then I had more triggers today. So I'm going to be working at clearing this out. And this is the thing now. Before, I wouldn't recognize this. Before, I would be like, oh, it's them. Okay, but it's never them. It's always you. It's always you. So that's the problem. For some reason, I must just still have a lot of work to do. So that's what I'm going to get on. They're saying, keep in that loop of doing something you love, because it's going to keep you vibrating higher. That's going to bring the feelings. Now, see, I do this when I'm in my meditation. I can get in there. I get out of whatever it is, and there I am. And I mean, I'm fully loved and supported there. I mean, it just feels so good. Like having a family, having love, a warm hug, that's there. So I like going to do that. So that's what I do. Now, for everyone, it may be different. Whatever you enjoy, do it. And then, like, while you're in that loop of feeling happy, then try to incorporate other stuff into that happiness. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was my bad. Patience. I wrote that down in large letters because patience is something I have been told to focus on. Although I do feel like I am very patient, but like that doesn't mean that constant crying of my inner child isn't there. Like I can act patient here in my avatar for the most part. Yeah. So the universe doesn't believe the act. I really got to get really actually patient inside. That's another thing I can do in meditation that it's not real easy for me to do here. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm pretty docile right now. Back to my White Claw, back to my house. I'm going to get outside. Okay, here's a list of oils I need to order. Oh, no wonder I've been feeling weird. I ran out of inner child oil, among others. It's completely another video. This video is not about oils today. Okay, and then as soon as I had that trigger come up of not being good enough, okay, so I'm not good enough to hang out with. I'm not good enough for hugs. I'm not good enough for kisses. I'm not good enough for help. I'm not good enough for companionship. These are feelings that I feel. So when I got my card pull, it said if your divine masculine has one message, what was it? It came out. Guess what? Divine masculine collective says you are good enough. You are good enough. So I'm going to try to hold on to that message and keep the faith. And then from the divine feminine collective, the message was hold your vision. Okay? Hold your vision. That is extremely powerful. Which gets back to the whole point of this video. I've been holding my vision so wonderfully. My vision has been interrupted for this license bureau shit. You know, I guess that's part of this existence, is like learning how to go back and forth. I don't really want to, though. I kind of just want to stay there. All right, and then the divine masculine and divine feminine theme, and these are collective. So, I mean, this is just collective energy, not pertaining to like one person, you know what I mean? Have faith in your dreams. So, good messages for today. I thought worth sharing. You know, a lot of my friends message me when they're falling apart over some of this, like, and sometimes when I'm in that really good trusting energy, I can just say, oh, you need to trust, don't worry. But it's like, I give that advice, but then, you know, the next day I'll sit there and be the one falling apart. Like, you really can't control the feelings that come up. All you can do is work at clearing them. So, you know, that's what I'm about to do here on this Lionsgate. They did give me a freaking piece of paper. God, next time I go out with the purpose of getting fucked up, I'm not bringing my license along because nobody ever cares about it anyways. And I'm not going to lose it and have to pay more money. Look at this shit. And I told them that my hair color was green and they put brown. They look at this freaking picture. It wasn't even a real smile. It was like, wow. I can't even. So, yeah, what an interesting 8-8. So, like I said, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm getting out to my yard. Gonna get these kids fed and just get the hell back under a tree. And out of this freaking... This is y'all's reality. This is not my reality, and I don't want to be here. So, I'm just not gonna be. I know life changes are upon us right now. I don't know how this is going to be when my kids do go to school. You know how you feel like when you're high, like in the best way ever, and then you gotta like pretend like you're normal. It's kind of like that without the drugs. So I don't like being out, you know, where I need to be like... That's what I couldn't fucking believe. Like, this, swear to you, this place stunk like fucking putrid ass shit. Like, I don't know if some kid had a dirty diaper or who. Like, there was no kids in there. I don't know who it was, but, or it couldn't even have been a person. Maybe it was just like a sump pump. I don't know. But it was nasty. Like, and here we are, 10 people just standing around, just standing in line with their heads down, their eyes closed. Like, it's like, how can you survive? See, I'm super sensitive now. This is another problem with being woke, which is a gift. Okay, you're super sensitive. So like, toxins, they're not going to jive with you. GMOs ain't going to happen. Toxic energy, it will put you out. So, like, I don't know. Ignorance is not bliss, but being around ignorance is not bliss either. You know what I mean? And it's like, of course I spoke up. So, you know, you never know what people, it's like, you never know what people are actually thinking. Like, who is this weird freak over here with the sensitive nose? Well, it's me, you know, and if I'm going to be standing in a fucking building for 45 minutes, like, I kind of like to be able to breathe. I don't know. God damn. Jesus, I don't have all the answers. I don't even know if I have one answer. I might have one. Anyway, yep. Whoever watched this video, hope you enjoyed. I know a lot of the times I'm rambling. Just looking for that divine guidance, you know. These kids are getting picked up by their dads here in a couple hours, so back to bed for me. Back to ecstasy, not the drug, just my natural creation of it. Back to just being heavily meditated, and then yeah, maybe I'll go live later. Now I learned my lesson from that. Now, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I mean, really. Obviously, if I did, I wouldn't be fucking making videos. I mean, God. I care more about if I had lipstick on my teeth than I do about shit that I say. Believe that. I mean, I really don't give a fuck because I'm already like, what's it gonna do? Make people not want to hang out with me? They already don't, so like, what the fuck's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, so bad news. People that actually do like me, that are on the internet, far away, sorry, but like, I can't get on a plane to come see you. Back to that. See, I don't want to think about that. Now that's going to be another thing that's going to just fucking annoy me. Just like when I'm trying to go get my fucking weed card and they want me to go get all this proof of all these times I was stabbed and all this proof of all these fucking drugs they put me on. Prescription, of course. Basically all this shit proven, the PTSD. And I'm like, you know what? First of all, I don't even want to drive to my local goddamn Walmart. Second of all, it just sounds like a whole day of running around doing a goose chase, and I don't want to do that all by myself. Like, that sucks. I really do just need, like, you know, a real caregiver here. For real. But yeah, it's just, you know what? Now I have like a whole list of things I need to go get from different places. I mean, all this proof on paper, like, you know, I mean, I get it. Like, you gotta keep people official and shit, but like, you can't just see by looking at me. Like, give me my green card. I'm fucking traumatized. Obviously. I mean, fuck. Can't do nothing without documents these days. Anyways, yeah, and I gotta get this little kitty documented too. I mean, just, this world is very regimented in, you know, different matrices just put onto us by the government, and I don't prefer any of this. So, you know what? I think I should pull some divine guidance for us today. Let me get my cards. This kitty is so fucking cute. Literally the cutest. I mean, I swear, look at this. Oh, God. How cute. I like kitty cats. I want to be a kitty cat. A cute one. Because I want love. Okay. This is going to be going down in history as one of the best videos ever. Yeah, I have no shame. I eat out of a can. I really don't care. If you got a problem with me eating out of a can, offer to take me out to dinner. Or come cook for me. Here we go. We are going to pull an oracle. And I want to pull for the masculine and feminine collective. Just everyone, you know. I want to pull for any conscious being for the 8-8 portal. Okay, so we are... Go ahead, Izzy. Speak a word or something. She was born during an 8-8 portal. Anyways. We are pulling divine guidance for the collective, the 1111 collective. Anyone who may be along their ascension journey. Just one piece of guidance. What do we need to know? Jump out at me. Tell us what we need to know today. The 8-8 energy. Really just channeling. Ooh. That was weird. And how did the camera do that? I had my eyes closed. I was in another place. I was in another place to get this card here. Oh, wow. You know what's crazy? I pulled this card for someone not too long ago. It might have been, oh, you know what? It might have been for the collective. I can't remember. I will read what this means, number 16. And then I'll probably have to end the video just so it doesn't cut off. Number 16, the Fates. Known by many names, the 3 Fates spin, measure, and cut the thread of life. They determine how long your lifetime will be and what you will make of that time on Earth. While you make your own choices from day to day and moment to moment, the larger tapestry of your destiny is in the hands of the wise ones who see it in its entirety. Aligning yourself with that destiny leads to great success. Oh, what I was just saying, right? Meaning, there are larger forces at work in your present situation. Fighting against what seems inevitable is not constructive now. You are being guided towards your